Okay, Fruity Loopers, let's just jump right into this video with the childhood stories. Let's go. Okay, so first graders, if you're unaware, if you just if you're an only child who doesn't learn a bunch of stuff about first graders, they have the smallest attention spans ever. So obviously when you teach first graders, they aren't going to go listen to a whole entire lecture. They aren't going to learn about your life story. They don't care. So obviously when first graders need to learn about animals, we find animals pretty cool. We don't really have a lot to think about. We aren't thinking about relationships. So instead of listening to some silly little lecture about how animals are interesting or something silly like that, I don't remember. Instead, we got the Wildcrats. And back in first grade, one of the most iconic games you could play was literally called Wildcrats. I'll tell you how to play it. So in case if there's any first graders watching, y'all have something to do. So how Wildcrats was played was that there'd be a Chris, there'd be Martin, and there'd be a Viva. And I'll tell you, it was no fun being a Viva. When you were a Viva, you just had to sit and wait for Chris and Martin to get back from any other mission they went on. I'm not even joking. The game was literally, they'd run away from you. You're not supposed to chase them or follow them because you're a Viva. Literally, I was in a trio friend group at the time, and they were Chris and Martin, and then I got to play as a Viva. A Viva is lame. And then when I confronted them about it, they're like, oh, well, you're playing as a Viva. It's kind of what you get. And then I stamped my little foot hard on the ground, and it really hurt. So let's move on to one of the other stories. This one is iconic. And I'm gonna add an advertisement here in the middle of the video. So if you're enjoying the video so far, or my personality, which is basically impossible, then you should join the Fruity Loopers Discord server because the link is in the description and it's also in my bio and it's highly appreciated. There's fun roles. You can change the color of your own name. I'd invite your dog, I'd invite your cat, I'd invite your cousin, I'd invite your cousin. Did I already say cousin? Well, you can go invite them anyway. So the link is in the description. It's also in the bio. I'm gonna continue on with the video. So I was obsessed with Pete the cat. You heard me. The blue cat, the one with the white shoes, the slick and cool attitude, that red guitar. He was a baddie, okay? And I'll fight you on that one. And when I was younger, I really just wanted to make a little picture of Pete the cat. I wanted to draw him. So I looked at reference pictures, right? I paused YouTube videos. I spent hours just trying to draw Pete the cat, but his head shape was too difficult. And it was really making me mad, okay? If I tried going on that paper, I would have tweaked out. Okay, what do little kids do when they're upset? Do they A, do it themselves, B, follow a YouTube tutorial, C, watch TV, 4, cry? The answer's wrong. It was actually E, which is basically they go whine to their parents about it. So I went to my mom and I was like, hey, can you actually draw Pete the cat for me? And then she did. She drew it on this piece of paper. If I can try redrawing it, I'll put it in this video because it was really funny. This is a journal. Not Pete the cat. And I was obsessed with that drawing. I'd take it everywhere with me I could. Sky, it's time for dinner. Okay, make a spot for Pete the cat. Sky, Pete the cat. No, I'm not. Well, I'll do it for him. This drawing was my life, I'll tell you. He used to sleep next to me every night. We'd gossip like the Mean Girls every night. Until my mom decided, yeah, you're done with Pete the cat. So I kind of lost the drawing. I actually forgot how. So either it was assaulted attack on Pete the cat, I did assault attack on Pete the cat, or something like that. And I just want to say I'm really sorry. And I'll wash his shoes after he stepped in blueberries and those strawberries. I'm really sorry, Pete. I'll tell you about my drama with Dora the Explorer specifically. So whenever an episode of Dora the Explorer would play on, I'd watch. I actually enjoyed myself some Dora. I loved watching and I loved helping her. But the thing is that all those jokes about how people were like, where is the shoe? But then she's actually wearing the shoe, or it's obviously next to her, and she's like, where is it? Where is it? Españolo. Gracias. Thanks for helping me find it. Younger me actually would get very upset at Dora. I'm not exactly where it was. Little diva me was like, no, I know where that shoe is. It's right next to you, Dora. You're wearing the shoe. Don't play with me, Dora. It was so bad to the point where my mom actually had to stop me from watching Dora sometimes because I'd get really mad. And when I mean mad, I don't mean throwing chairs. I'd get Just straight up annoyed. Like, literally to the point, it's almost like if you needed your cup of coffee every day and then you just didn't get it. And then I was just like, yeah, don't talk to me, Cheryl. I'm not working on my project. Yeah, leave me alone. If you think it was bad with Dora, oh, you must see me with the Wiggles. With Dora, she just couldn't find where it was. Me, personally, I obviously could, but I'm very sure there were little kids out there who, didn't know. I think that's rather silly, but I'm very sure there are kids like that. But the Wiggles. I'll explain why I did not like the Wiggles. So the Wiggles, they also didn't know how to find stuff. You figured I'd get annoyed with it. But the reason why I was extra annoyed with the Wiggles was because of the fact they made entire songs 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes if they really don't have anything else to put in that episode or if it's a special. Maybe they'll go for 5 or 6 minutes. And I hated those songs. Hey kids, we can't find the chair. We're gonna sing. I don't know where the chair is. Oh, I don't know where the chair is. It's under the tree! It's not that hard! So as you can tell, I wasn't really happy about the Wiggles. And I actually think we should stop before I get even more mad at the Wiggles. Well, hola! I'm Dora! I can't find my backpack. Shall we sing? Oh, okay. Beeha! We don't want to find your backpack! Bye, Fruity Loopers. See ya in the next video.